Hi all everyone, welcome to my new little video here. Right, before us I'm just making a dress. I'll just quickly show you. So I'm making a new dress for my boutique. I think I've got about another 8-9 more dresses to make. So I'm a bit under pressure because I'm opening up in April. I've got a fashion shoot with them all as well. Then it's about 15-20 dresses. So here's one of them. So I'm going to be putting sleeves on this one, and also I'm going to be putting a designer little kind of opening, like what they call a placket here. So I've kind of just marked in provisioning where it may go. So I'll just show you. I've just made some mock-ups, and you know when you're designing things, you need to always make mock-ups, everyone. I know people don't, but that you should do. So I've made a couple of mock-ups here for my neck opening. So this is going to be my neck opening, what I've just shown you around on my new dress. So I just use some string because it's a mock-up, just to get the little loops here. And then I didn't stabilize. I didn't interface the inside. So this is very thin, this fabric is anyway. So I'm not going to opt for that because there's a lot of stress you put when you put your button up. So I need to stabilize this. This I've stabilized, but it's too thick. I've run out of medium weight and I've run out of lightweight. So I've only got the heavyweight left, and that's too heavy. So I'm glad I made a mock-up because I would have put them and it would have been too heavy and I wouldn't have been too happy. Also, I made some rouleau loops. So I cut the fabric on the bias to see. It's a bit long-winded, and I may just go tomorrow if I've got time and just buy some cord. Cord will do it as well. So I might just buy. But you can have a designer touch and make your own rouleau loops anyway. So that's going to be around my neck, and also it's going to be on my sleeve. I'll just quickly show you over here. Just go to my new little boutique area. It's not open yet until April. So this is some of the dresses I made for the boutique here. You can see it. I'm not sure you can see that. So a few of them I made some sleeves. So quickly. So this is the placket. That's my little signature. I don't like using normal plackets. I'll show you in a minute what a normal placket is when you do shirts and things. I'm a shirt tailor as well as being a designer and a bespoke tailor. So I'm kind of everything. So this is my little signature. So I always try and convince my clients to have this kind of placket. You can see. And it's on this designer as well. See that design I've made. So I've put a placket here for this sleeve. Looking quite dapper. Now there's some shirts I've made, some conventional shirts I've made that I'll be selling in my boutique soon. And this is what a normal placket looks like. Very boring. And they're basically in two pieces. So you've got the under placket as well, on the side. That. And they're a bit boring. I like mine better, the other version I've done. For all of my shirt sleeves. So let's go back to my cutting table now. So these are going to have sleeves on. So I've just cut the sleeves out now, and then that's going to have the placket. So I'll have a placket for there, and the sleeves will have the plackets as well. So I've been experimenting for the design whether I'm going to put rouleau loops around the neck or not. So I've only got this left now. I've got a fusible heavyweight, and I've got this. Now I always say to everyone, please try and get the best fabrics, get the best interfacings, but get the best whatever you can get within your budget. And you don't want to be using cheap fabrics, and polyester is banned in my shop. So this is an interface, and it's come all the way from Texas, an American company called Haradite. They're a great company, but you've got to buy a minimum of 30 meters. I mean, because I'm a shirt maker as well, so I've used quite a lot of their interfacing anyway. Now I've got the heavyweight, and I did have the light and medium weight. I've run out. I've got to order some more from them. So they're fusing. Let me have a look at the fusible if I can find it for you here. I'll just get that for you. Yeah, this is a fusible. This is what I was going to use for my placket. It's too thick. So you've got the glue on one side. I don't think the camera can pick this up actually. You've got the glue on one side, and then it's just not glue on the other. And put it on the fabric, press it with the iron, and it melts the glue and it sticks. It's too heavy for me. So I've got a more of a lighter weight version. Now don't forget, this is woven, so it's just like fabric, and it's really cool. Let's bring my camera, because I've got my chest mount, my new chest mounts here. So just trying to get used to this chest mount I've got on my chest. So this is it's like cloth fabric. It's woven like cloth. You got the warp and you got the weft, the cross grain, and you got the grain. So This is really good, and this is soft. This is pretty soft actually. It's like a medium weight softness, but this isn't, doesn't have any glue. And some clients will opt for this because it's you get a softer touch on around the collar and on the cuffs. So I'm going to use this now for my plackets for my sleeves. So I'm going to just show you how we do it. So how some professional shirt makers make it. So basically, I'll just get my template here. So this, I made a cuff. You can see, I made a cuff template because I'm making the cuffs as well. So basically, you just now you can actually. There's two ways you can actually unfold the whole template and then just draw around it, or you can just fold it in half, which I do, and then I just finger press that a little bit there, and then I'll just fold this, and then I just mark it. So I'm just going to mark it with a pencil. Just bear with me 1 second, everyone. So I've put it on the fold. You can see. I'm just going to just mark around the pencil. Oops, the daisy. I'm going to get you in view. Keep forgetting I've got the chest mount on my chest. So, and because they're lined, it's all lined. You don't need to. You only need to mark a little bit where the edges, and that's it. So now to get my little ruler. My table's a bit of a mess at the moment. Okay, here we go. So now I'm just gonna get you in view still. So I'm just gonna mark this down now. Mark that there. Let me just see if I can get this camera up, because when I'm bent down, you won't be able to see me. All right, okay. It's all right. And there. So we actually cut the template out first, and then we'll actually put it onto the fabric we're going to cut out. It's the way shirt makers do it. You see that now. So what I do as well, because see, that can shift. So what I do is this. I'm going to just show you something that I do. I use a long arm stapler. So that's what I do, because so it will stop it from shifting. So I just put a couple in. See? And then what I'll do, I'll just cut around it. You can see. I've got my 14-inch shears. I should use some smaller ones. I've got them somewhere. But anyway, it's fine. I only use my 14-inch shears really for when I'm cutting my suits out or dresses or something. But for smaller work, I use smaller 10-inch, 12-inch ones. There we go. You can see, and it stopped it from moving. It's just easier. And I use my stapler remover. See, and that's it. So I'll do another one in a second. And that's how you do it. Now, because this doesn't have any glue, I'm going to show you what we do. Now, I've got a pressing machine, a hot press machine, so it kind of sticks down the fuse into the fabric, because using an iron really isn't sufficient enough. So that's my placket. Sorry, I'm not going to use that. So let me just find my. There we go. Okay, fine. So this is I've cut out some fabric from one of my cuffs. Okay, so we go to the wrong side. Now, usually this is how you do it. You place your actually cuff template, the interfacing on it, and then you stitch around it. So there's no seam allowances on this. So the beauty of this, if you have curves, you can actually go right onto the edge and you'll get a perfect symmetry each side, because you're just going around the outlines. And because there's no seam allowance in this, you just leave this extra fabric and then trim it off afterwards. And that's the beauty of what we do. Also, there's what we call a clean finish, which I kind of explain when people come on my shirt making courses. But anyway, that's not for this. I just wanted to show you how we do it. Now, this will be pressed down. This was glue. If this was a fusible, but because it's not, I'm going to show you how I keep that down, keep that intact. So I use my trusty little glue stick. Now, this is Pritt Stick. That's one brand. You can use cheaper ones. And what I do is this. I go around the edge. You can see. Go around, and because it's like a water soluble, it'll come out anyway. You're fine. And I just go around just a little bit. Don't go mad. and that holds it down whilst I'm stitching it. Now, to cut this fabric out, we usually leave about 1/2 inch to 1 inch all the way around, and you're fine with that. I'm just going to press this nicely down now. And there we go. See, it's kept it intact. Now, I'll put this on another piece of fabric, and then I'll just stitch all around the edge. And that's my guide. And I'll get a perfect cuff every time. And I'll do that for collars as well. And if that helps some of you that are making shirts or whatever, then use this method. It's really easy and it's better. Right, so I'm just going to carry on with this dress now, and I'll see you as I'm making the dress up. So on that note, everyone, I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.